This is Dice13, and, well, I've been having a bit of problems with World of Tanks. Not necessarily as in it's bugging out, or it's having any frame rate issues or something like that. It's just I've been trying to record during the 5 times XP week event. Now, any of you good players out there who have, if any of you watch this, will know that 5 times XP is not the time you want to go for looking for good games. Mainly because everyone just decides that they are now World of Tanks experts, and everyone decides to just jump right on. And hopefully I'm going to do something a bit different than typical replay events, where I just basically sit here and narrate whatever's going on. I'm going to try and expand past that. Kind of pay attention to what's going on around me, not, put my face to the screen and go, and this is now what I'm doing, this is what's going through my head, yada yada yada. So, I guess one of the first things I can talk about is, well, live streaming, YouTube, and that kind of stuff. I've not been doing as much World of Tanks and War Thunder and stuff like that lately, because I've been trying to play some games with friends of mine, such as Team Fortress 2, Borderlands 2, Minecraft, that kind of stuff. And it is fun and all. I mean, the person I play Minecraft with is helping me build a Minecraft server, so maybe at one point in time I could have some wacky ventures with him, a couple of you guys. But when it comes to like the Team Fortress 2, the Borderlands 2, I'm only ever going to do those as team events. I'm never going to do that on my own. Quite literally, there's no point in me just playing those games. There's enough people who could easily just randomly pick up recording software and decide, hey, I'm going to record this. It's not really a game of skill, TF2. I mean, the first game that I ever played in it, I never died. Well, maybe not never died. Maybe I died like once or twice near the last of the 8 rounds. And it just didn't seem difficult. If anything, you keep playing and playing and playing the game until RNG decides, okay, time for you to... If I can get this down, I'm gonna just blind shot this guy up here. I'm just gonna cut right in real quick, even though I said I wouldn't. So, estimating. See him. Okay, so now I know that he's gonna be popping up there again. That's the only place he's going to be popping up. Bounce off him, but not too much of concern. So, what do you think that T-34 is gonna pop up? Well, I have my guess. Laser bets. C-152 just got moved, and yeah, bingo. I got your number, boy. But anyway, back to the whole TF2 Borderlands thing. It just seems like it's not a skill-based game. It just seems like you throw yourself at the enemy enough times, they wear down, and by the end of it, you really don't care whether you survive the game or you die in the game. Nothing of the sort. Is it fun playing with friends? Yeah. Am I gonna do a solo series on it? No. I'm not going to. I'll do it with friends, yeah, that's all nice and fun. And that's about the only time you'll see me playing it. And now to the bad side of that. That's typically on the weekends when I get to kind of do stuff like that. Do I get to play with my friends often? No. But the one thing that I've noticed is that they really don't want to try doing the stuff I want to. I mean, yeah, Borderlands 2 is fun, Minecraft is fun, but I enjoy World of Tanks and War Thunder. I got one of the people who play Borderlands with me to play a couple of games with me in War Thunder, just me and him, friend, that kind of thing. But the other one not so much. Kind of sees how I see the other ones. It's fun to play with in a team, not alone. And I can understand that. I mean, he plays games where I think it's just throwing yourself at the wall enough times and eventually you stick. Or, in case of mine, learn how to play and make sure that by the end of the game, the only person you really should be angry at is everyone else. And I don't normally get to play those games. I mean, I'll probably be willing to admit, that is, if I could speak English perfectly long enough, that I make mistakes. Like here, for example. Should I be running in this direction? Putting my back against 2 tank destroyers? No, never. Do I do it anyway? Yeah. And now I'm out in the open, and it's practically endgame. I mean, it's easy to tell what's coming up next. And could I have avoided that? Yeah, I honestly could. Should I have done stuff to prevent it? Oh yeah, I really should have done that. And it's things like that, yeah, I haven't mastered the game. I have nowhere near anything above a 50% win rating. I have 49, and I've been there for quite a while. And I'm guessing the 5 times XP weekend event thing that I went on didn't help at all in that matter. But you have to keep your head on a swivel. You can't just blindly rush forward. I have a lot of friends that love to just blindly rush forward. And sometimes, yeah, I am perfectly fine with that. You go ahead. You can run your tank out there and take the shot from me. I don't mind. But at least know that I'm not hiding behind you because I want to take no damage. I'm hiding behind you because I can't take as much damage. I'm one of those players that if I could play a perfect game and never get hit once, I would. Obviously, there's not a lot of games nowadays that you can just kind of sit back and continue to do well. Everything's about rushing forward with some sense, and well, hopefully some sense, and making the best of it. Borderlands 2, Team Fortress 2, it's not so much tactics as it is you just try and brute strength your way through it. That's the best thing you can do, is just brute strength your way through it. And if you enjoy games like that, I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying it's not as enjoyable for me. Just for example, going, oh, look at IS-3. And having to go, okay, now what do? Do I continue to move forward? Or do I stop, back up? Do I shoot at him? Do I wait to aim? And having all that run through your mind, in my opinion, is very, very nice. So, as to the lack of, well, I say lack, it's probably been more than I've done in the past couple of years, which, by the way, that bump not only screwed up my shot, but it probably kept me from being hit by the IS-2 and him having a clean penetration. But anyway, the whole thing is, I feel like I'm not playing World of Tanks as much as I used to. And I say that as in, I mean, what was it, a year? I'm already at tier 8. Mind you, this is with only the premium time allowed for special events, so the one-day premiums and stuff like that. Amarak, only reason why this isn't here, otherwise the game was a complete disaster. But to have that head on a swivel, gotta keep thinking, gotta keep moving, or you pay the price for it. That's the kind of stuff I enjoy. It's not the I will just run at the enemy enough times and be shot enough times, which wasn't okay. And hope that eventually what I want will happen. There's absolutely nothing that says that. Should I probably figure it out eventually? Probably. Right now, I guess you could say I'm just hitting a dead horse until I kicks and I can go, hey, I get some life out of it. Just ranting over the same thing over and over and over again. So what's next on my mind? Clans. No. Not quite. One of the things that I've noticed about being in a clan is that it's not really so much as a, oh, I want to do this, it's a, I will do this. And I'm not saying it as in, oh, I don't want to be in a clan, yada yada yada. I'm just saying, it's kind of nice to be in a clan, because if you want a platoon, there's a whole bunch of people just waiting there to platoon up with you. And sometimes you get the people that are like, oh, you stole my kills, yada yada yada, and stuff like that, but it could be worse. It could be a lot worse. That was an unlucky bounce, and oh well, game's over anyway. Their artillery left. This game, you can kind of tell how it went. And back to the subject of being in a clan. Even though you rarely see me put replays or recorded games of me being in a clan, I do that because not everyone wants to, you know, have their voice out on the internet. So not everyone wants to, you know, have their skills quote quote shown to the entire world. And I respect that, so I typically don't put a lot of clan stuff up unless everyone right there, as soon as the game's over, I'm like, okay, can I put this on YouTube? And generally it's a yes, but I'm not just gonna hop it out there and assume. But like I said earlier, it is nice to have that person always ready to platoon with you, always ready to be able to, how do I put this, communicate with, right there, right now. And a lot of times, my clanmates have been playing longer than me. Some of them have an account in the main Loat clan and the sub Loat clan. And there's nothing wrong with that. It just means they have to spend a little more time grinding back up through, but that's their decision, not mine. And I will say it is I mean, there are several points in time where I'm like, man, if I was in a clan, if I was in a platoon right now, I wouldn't have to worry about this. Now, word of warning, I apologize to this Wolverine driver. Stephen Klux. Stephen Klux. I apologize for team killing you. I probably should have been more aware about my surroundings, not just assumed, hey, you're gonna get out of my way. And I really just, I have no excuse for that. I should have been paying attention. And it's times like that where it's like, man, I wish, horrible shot by me there, I wish I was in a platoon with that guy. Because if he would have known, hey, I'm about to shoot this M4, I wouldn't have team killed him. But life is not digital, nothing's ever exact, nothing's ever perfect. So we just gotta do the best we can. So, now that's there. What else is there to talk about? Oh yes. One of the main problems that I've typically had in the past with my internet connection is that I run off of a laptop. That typically doesn't help when it comes to ping, for the simple fact that not only does it have to go through my computer's services and whatnot, it then has to wirelessly send it to the wireless router. And I don't regret killing that Wolverine. To my wireless router, which it then has to uncode, re-encode, send down the internet cables to its assigned designated servers, yada yada yada. So, eventually I was just like, you know what, no, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do something which should be good, at least for the gaming side of things. And we adjusted the computer room a little bit, and set up a hardline connection, which is why the ping, if you've noticed in the last couple of replays in this video, have been around 80, 120, somewhere around there. Nowhere near the 200 something. Horrible shot. I was aiming right at the ground. And yes, I do have Quickie Babies mod. Still can't figure out how to change the Sixth Sense. I've done it once before, I've done it a couple times. It just apparently doesn't want to change now. But I finally got myself a hardline connection, which helps with frame rate. It's just, now I have the problem of my computer, which I've argued, well, I say argued, I've discussed, per se, several times with my parents about getting a new computer. The desktop that we have now is 2003, and we stopped using it, what was it? I want to say around 2005. Simply because it just got too slow. My mom kept putting picture after picture after picture after picture on it. And there's really not much to go against it. Now, back to the whole I have yet to master this game. My thought process was, head back to base, reset cap, and guarantee it. However, this M4 has a better idea. Mind you, look at where I am at the leaderboard. Sure, I could possibly have thrown this game. I would have gotten back to our base within the 41 seconds. That's a guarantee. My first shot probably is what it would need it, but they have the better idea. Me get on cap. I'm not quite happy with how they talk to me, but do they have the better idea? Yes. Until I got on, it was a one-on-one cap. Now, not only are we catching up, we're going to lead with quite some time to spare. Don't know where their artillery went, but I'm pretty sure he's not in cap. And yeah, GG. But no, there were several times, as noted, well, clan members, yeah, would have been better. My experience could have been better. Not like as experience as in having fun with the game, but knowing what to do in certain situations. And speaking of clans, this is one of the games where, again, really fun, and I kind of have my clan members to thank for it. As you can see, this is the Cromwell B, the premium British tier 6 medium tank, as part as the Berlin Trio quadruple. Yeah, apparently Wargaming can't count or something, because there's this, Rudy, oh, what is it? I want to say it is a... There's another Russian medium, I want to say at tier 7, that came with the trio. And if they stopped there with it, it would have been absolutely fine. But then they added in a Russian tank destroyer. Because having 4 and calling it a trio is mathematically correct. And main reason for the purchase of this tank, Cromwell. I don't play the British at all. I have enough to worry about with the Americans and the Germans as it is. I don't need to be worrying about my British medium tanks. But one of the other things is, the crew comes 100%... Sorry, brother's blaring music in the background. The crew comes 100% with Brothers in Arms 100%ed as well. Not often can you buy that with a slot. It was like 4,000 some odd gold. And what else was it? The tank, obviously, the garage slot.
Enemy armor is hit.
If I can pick up my brother's music in the background, I'll just re-record this. Or, you know, I'll leave it. And as a reminder, his YouTube channel is MadGaming12. He doesn't go to it, so you can probably say whatever you want if you don't like his choice of music. I'm not opening him up to hate. I've told him several times not to play music, so this is what he does.
We've damaged them.
But
We're immobilized.
yeah, Wargaming Trio out of 4. Maths, all of them. But I'm not complaining too much. I mean, 36 for, what was it, 200 some gold worth? And that SU-85 just got hook, line, and sinker. Look at the medium, look at the medium, look at the medium. You should have been paying attention to the tank destroyer. But so far, from what I can tell of it, I have no problems with it. I'm not used to playing mediums, granted, but it works pretty good. Oh, what else is there to talk about? I guess school?
Penetration.
One of the things about it is I want to say 2 weeks ago,
Damage them.
my state did the statewide ACT. For those of you who aren't sure, ACT is some prestigious test that
Critical
is supposed to say, hey, guess what? I'm this good with tests. It's like 30 something. Sorry about the random cutout. OBS crashed. And due to how far in the replay it was, I was not about to just restart it and lose the train of thought even more. So I decided... I don't know if you can hear it, but my brother's again playing music.
Let's get this show on
But
the road.
one of the things was, I think I was talking about the ACP, is Wyoming has a small enough population that the state government actually pays for the one of the first tests a junior does. It's in the spring. You could take it before then, but I decided to wait for when it was free. And those should be coming in, oh, what is it? Within the next month sometime. But anyway, I had that a little while back, and up until that point everyone was like, oh, you're gonna be brain dead, oh, you're gonna be a zombie, bad thing, bad thing, bad thing. You're probably gonna feel like that Panther M10. But the only part I really had problem with it was the optional writing portion. Not because it was a difficult subject, or it was some convoluted hocus pocus smash'em or whatever. I'm just not a good writer. I mean, yeah, I have ideas that bounce in my head. But here's the thing. You think faster than you could possibly write. Sometimes I think faster than I can type. And there have been a couple of times where I misspell things, not because I don't know how to spell them, but because I'm typing that word, and about halfway through I think of the next. And my mind goes, oh, time to type this. So, yeah, there are worse things that could have happened. This is probably one of the hardest things about starting out on YouTube is there's not a lot-ish to talk about. Yeah, after this, I'm probably gonna have a little word with my brother saying, hey, guess what? You might be appearing in my YouTube video as a quote-quote guest. Not because, you know, you are actually here playing with me or here talking with me, but because you were playing music and it was annoying me. Little brothers there. With a 5-year difference, they think that they can be you, and that they're better than you, or mine, or it doesn't really matter what anyone else says, because apparently you're the bomb. Everyone gets to bow down to you and kiss your feet. I kind of hate that sense of entitlement. I really do. I mean, with me, yeah, there are things I expect. But it's not like, oh, I expect you to give me everything you own. I expect this, I expect this, I expect this, I expect this. I expect your understanding. I expect, at least at first, your respect until you actually get to know me. After you get to know me, you can do whatever you want. I don't. You know me at that point. I have no problem. Or, in some cases, at least try to know what I'm doing. Because there's a few people at school right now that I've been having problems with. Not because, you know, I'm actively trying to tick them off or anything of the such. They just assume that I'm going to be just whiny as hell after knowing me for 3 years and several times backing me up on the fact that I'm not whiny. So yeah, that's always a thing. And well, it's 3v2, well, in the game at least. Don't know where the other two are, but hey, I now know where you are. You're lucky that missed, and I'm lucky that bounced. Not by a lot, but it gets the job done. So yeah, if you have a problem with me, with how my videos are, leave a comment. Who knows? Maybe I will pay attention. It's not like, you know, I'm just flooded with millions upon millions of comments. It's such a pain. White does hurt my eyes, so if you do have a comment, please put it in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see more of my videos, please check out my channel, and if you want to keep up to date with my uploads, please subscribe. I do not have a schedule, so if you want to keep up to date, as said, just subscribe. If you want to watch me live stream, which I will do from time to time, there's a link in the description to my YouTube channel, well, not YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, and I will get on from time to time, and if, you know, I'm not on and you really want to see me play live, like, give live, instant feedback as to, hey, you should have done this, or stop complaining about being killed by artillery. You were in the open field, what were you expecting? That kind of stuff. Then please go check out my Twitch channel. And if I'm not on, and you really want to, like, make comments right then and there about how I play and stuff like that, which I have no problems with, then please follow it. I mean, it costs absolutely nothing. It's the worst that could happen is that you sign up to have an email every time I log on, and OBS decides, hey, I'm gonna crash a couple of times. So anyway, this has been the Desk 13. Hope you enjoyed the video. Signing out. Bye.